So when Rob got the call, where were you? What happened? How was that?
So it was 1 o'clock in the morning, so we were sleeping. And I woke up to maybe vaguely the last ring of a phone and Rob going, I'm had to wake up. I think I got the call. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you're not on the phone. So I was like a bit. And he's like, I think they called. And I was like, well, grab your phone. Like, did they? I was just like this. And then obviously the phone rang again pretty quickly. And oh, it's a phone call. Obviously, you're like the nurse that called. Every time I hear her voice in the hospital halls, I'm like, oh, there's Holly. Like, because she just said, Rob, I think we've found you a heart. And immediately it was like, we think it's going to be a really good match. So I had, as you do as a carer, plan A, plan B, plan C. Like, my first 3 plans were not answering their phones. So I was like, I go to Rob, no one's answering. He goes, pretty much looked at me like, that seems like a you problem. I don't want to know about it. And I was like, yeah, but got onto a friend who was perfect in the end because she's actually a nurse and lives down the road. And we always thought that it would be like, get the call, get to the hospital. But we were told that we had a few hours and,
Yeah.
you know, you don't really remember information. She said she wants us there by 5. And he said, no, oh no, at 5. And he said, no, she said by 5. And I'm like, well, they're 2 very different things if you're talking about an organ.
Yeah.
So we obviously had been given a mobile number and I called back and I was like, Holly, what did you mean? She said, oh, if you can get here, you're 45 minutes away. If you can get here like within the next hour and a half, you're good. So it was 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and we were driving through the city at about 2 o'clock and it was funny. I just couldn't put everything together and I was like, where are all these people going? And why are they really dressed up? And Rob's like, it's Saturday night. And I was like, oh, people still do that. Like people, so we're seeing all these people coming out of clubs and eating kebabs and living this completely normal life while we were driving to the hospital to get Rob a new heart. And I think, again, what really kept me steady in that is you just go into survival mode. So I could not fathom how I was like, oh my God, maybe that's the one time I will freak out. Maybe that's the one time I can't keep it together. And what an inconvenient time that would be. Didn't turn out to be true because in my head, I know what the family on the other side is doing because I had done it.
Yeah.
So I know the room they're sitting in. I know the goodbyes they're saying. I know the machines that are beeping and then don't beep anymore. And I know all of that.
Yeah. Was that a comfort in that situation? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was because, yeah, I can never explain why it's a comfort. It's just, obviously I don't want anyone else to go through that.
Yeah.
But I think not knowing might have been harder because your brain starts to fill those gaps itself. And I didn't have to fill any gaps. I knew what it looked like.
Yeah.